Halloween is the time of year for spooky stories and ghostly tales meant to frighten those who dare to believe in otherworldly elements. It's also a great time to look back at some of the more unsettling mysteries in video games, and this episode's subject might just make your skin crawl. Back in 2010, Nintendo released Super Mario Galaxy 2 for the Wii, a stellar follow-up to its predecessor. Critical reviews at the time remarked on how it largely improved upon the excellent gameplay of the original, and also introduced several wonderful new mechanics, like the addition of Yoshi and a few other cool power-ups for Mario. Along with all these additions came new galaxies for players to tackle, some of which have some pretty unique concepts. It's in one of these oddball locations that this episode's mystery originates. In the fourth world of the game, there's a level called Shiverburn Galaxy that blends the forces of hot and cold together for double the trouble. But it's not the galaxy's strange mix of hot and cold that's of interest to us, but rather something lurking in the shadows. Three ominous figures look down at Mario from the background of Shiverburn. They're always watching, and always seem to keep up right along with Mario, no matter what part of the level he jumps to. Come with us now on this chilling journey as we try to discover the truth behind these frightening creatures in the darkness. Upon hearing stories of this myth, we wanted to see it with our own eyes, so we played through Super Mario Galaxy 2 until we arrived at Shiverburn Galaxy, and sure enough, the odd silhouette sat atop a tall cliff to the side of Mario. The haunting image of these things looking down on you, these silent observers who never reveal their true intentions, is creepy, to say the least. What's even more unnerving is that no matter where you move on to the stage, even after transitioning to different areas, they're always just beside Mario atop the daunting wall surrounding the galaxy. We went into first-person mode to get the best possible view of them, but we could only just make out the three shadowy figures. Hurling star bits at them elicited no reaction, although we're pretty sure it's impossible to land a direct hit. These strangers also follow Mario to Grandmaster Galaxy and appear in a section that visually resembles Shiverburn. The same three continuously stare down at Mario and move along with you as you progress through the stage, just like before. So, what are these things? Are they aliens? Ghostly spirits? It was time to get help to go beyond the boundaries of Super Mario Galaxy 2 in hopes of gaining new insight into the matter.
Hey, happy to help, Easy Allies. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Shesez, and I run a YouTube series called Boundary Break. And what we do over on that channel is just break the boundaries of every single game that we cover. And so with the tools that I have available to me, I wanted to answer a couple questions. The first question I want to answer is, why do the Hell Valley Sky Trees follow Mario everywhere? Well, the reason for that is because the Hell Valley Sky Trees are part of a skybox. And a skybox is always supposed to keep the character model center point to wherever the skybox is. So if Mario is the center point to this skybox at all times, it means that he'll see the Hell Valley Sky Trees at any given location. But that also means that we can't reach the Hell Valley Sky Trees as Mario. However, manipulating the camera values doesn't change Mario's position. And so with that said, now we can travel over to the cliff and get a better look at these guys. First thing you're going to notice is that these guys are just a couple of textures, and that they're placed in such a way that if you were to look below the cliff line, that texture ends pretty abruptly almost immediately afterwards. And also, funny enough, the developers left behind a technical error that they were hoping to hide away with the distance that they were at combined with the standard definition that the game runs on. You see that little line on the top there? That's part of the image. And because that unintentional graphic happens to be there, it also indicates where this image ends. Now again, I couldn't get Mario over there due to the fact that he moves with the skybox. However, from this angle, you can see a size comparison between the Hell Valley Sky Trees and the stage itself, proving that if Mario could get over there, he'd be dwarfed in comparison to these figures. And that's about all I got. Hope I was helpful in some way, and good luck.
This new perspective made us want to dive even deeper into the game's code and see if perhaps there were more clues. Thankfully, passionate fans were already on the case years ago, and what they discovered provides perhaps the best evidence as to the true nature of these bizarre beings. According to several sources who have combed through the game's files, the figures are a part of a texture file separate from the background. The file name for them uses the label Hell Valley Sky Tree, and the one for the background is Beyond Hell Valley. Given the use of hell as part of the name, you'd think that these things were definitely up to no good. However, the leading theory put forth by the Mario community isn't quite as dark as you'd expect. Rather than something demonic or wicked, the Hell Valley Sky Trees could be a reference to something more benign, natural, and well-known in Japanese culture. You see, in Japan, there's a place called Jigokudani Yan Koen, otherwise known as Snow Monkey Park, located in Nagano. Jigokudani means Hell Valley. According to the website for the park, the valley was named Jigokudani by ancient people due to the very steep cliffs and the steam coming off the plethora of springs. This clash of hot and cold sounds very similar to the theme of Shiverburn Galaxy, which in Japanese is called Frozen Lava Galaxy. So the theory goes that Shiverburn is actually based on this Hell Valley located in Japan. So what about those sky tree figures? That's where things are a little less certain, though there are two leading theories. Jigokudani is known for its snow monkeys, more properly known as Japanese macaques. This Hell Valley is surrounded by thick forests that sit atop the giant cliffs. While the snow monkeys do come down into the valley to enjoy the springs, they also reside up in the forests. Given this, it's possible that the sky trees in Shiverburn represent these snow monkeys looking down at you in Hell Valley. Then there's a more supernatural explanation. In Japanese culture, there are spirits known as kodama that inhabit trees. If you've ever seen the classic Studio Ghibli film Princess Mononoke, you're probably very familiar with these spirits that are depicted as small creatures with creepy rattling heads. By comparing this image of the kodama to the sky trees in Super Mario Galaxy 2, you might see a resemblance. Not to mention, the file name does say sky tree, and kodama are tree spirits. This all sounds believable, but there are some other crazy theories we came across that state the rabbit hole goes even deeper and suggest the sky trees are actually supernatural beings. First, you can find an eerily similar figure in Super Mario Galaxy 2's Ghost House levels, Haunty Halls Galaxy and Boo Moon Galaxy. In either level, if you look at the scrolling background, you can see an apparition-like image that some fans claim bears a resemblance. Then, in 2011's Super Mario 3D Land for the 3DS, you can find a spooky figure in the background image near the flagpole at the end of World 4-4, and again at the end of World 8-4, both of which are Ghost House levels. The images found in 3D Land have drawn comparisons to the Hell Valley sky trees in Galaxy 2, with some concluding that the two are connected. Is this just another mere coincidence, or is there more to the story? Upon closer inspection, while there may be some visual similarities between the ghost-like apparitions found in both games, we don't believe they share much in common with the Skytree figures. Given all the speculation on the subject and the fact that we'd exhausted every available resource, it was time to turn to the only place that could give us the definitive answer: Nintendo. Unfortunately, our requests for a comment on the matter went unanswered. As convincing as the above theories may be, there's still not enough evidence to make a final call on this. Yes, a developer may have wanted to place the Hell Valley sky trees in the game as a nod to Jigokudani and Kodama, or maybe they're just aliens they put in there to keep with the space theme of the game. Do these figures have any connection to similar ones found in Super Mario 3D Land, or are they unrelated? Only somebody who worked on the development of Super Mario Galaxy 2 or Super Mario 3D Land could provide the answers we seek. Both games were handled by the former Nintendo EAD Tokyo Software Development Group No. 2, helmed by manager Yoshiaki Koizumi, the very same Koizumi who's become a prominent face of the Nintendo Direct presentations in recent years, a key figure behind the creation of the Switch and the producer of Super Mario Odyssey. So, if any of you ever get a chance to sit down with Koizumi, or any former member of Software Development Group No. 2, perhaps you can be the one to finally get to the bottom of this mystery. Until then, we'll continue to believe the truth is out there.